morning. We are getting everything moved over to the next fence row here. The next fence row is just way back that way. It connects on to that big bean field I showed you guys. This is the next tree line we're working on. As you can see, it's split up into like four or five different fields, whatever you want to call it there. The one on the left-hand bottom side hasn't been farmed in a couple years. I don't know what's going on there, but there's a lot of trees that need to hit the ground there. Just a different view of it here. You can see that fence row right down the center of this field just absolutely cuts up the whole piece. Makes the whole thing seem a lot smaller. You take out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fence rows, I think, something like that, and then this piece will really open up and it'll feel like almost Kansas. I mean, that's the goal. So easy, and I'm not moving nearly as much dirt. That's the nice part about the small bucket. Some of the dirt off the root ball here, and then we'll throw it to the side. I know in the last video a lot of people were asking me like, oh, why aren't you guys selling all that wood? Why aren't you selling all that wood? There wasn't a ton of trees in the last one that would be worth very much. Like, I know the pin oak's worth a little bit, like it's not bad, but the amount of pin oak that was there, it wasn't worth having a logger come in and make a mess out of it and all that. I don't know. We've had loggers come in on fence rows before, and it just stinks because most of the time they don't want to fool with a fence row unless you got some real nice high dollar stuff in it. And that didn't have any like white oak or walnut or nothing really nice in it. Just mainly some big pin oaks. And then the problem too is when they pick and choose what they take down, they normally make a mess out of it, and it's all around not a good time. Now, if we were doing like a whole woods or something, I think it would definitely be worth having them come in and clear cut it. But on a little fence row like that, I don't see a hard, unless we were logging it ourselves. Now, if we were doing that, I could see it being worth our time a little bit. But just having a logger come in to get 5-10 trees, it's not hardly worth it at the end of the day. That's really where we've seen it. I mean, I don't know. Some of you might disagree with me, but I would like to get into where the log-in to the point where, you know, if I'm doing this job and I run across the area with a bunch of really nice walnut in it or some white oak or something like that, I would like to be able to chop them trees down, know what I'm doing, know how to piece it out, and then haul it somewhere, you know, if I get enough of it. I think that would be cool. Getting into it a little bit by myself, like myself, but if I bury some roots here, I'm not that scared. We will get them roots out when we back drag it, and if we don't get the roots out because they're so deep, they're too deep, odds are them roots will probably rot away and never cause us really any trouble. The main thing is getting the roots loose and not leaving any pieces of the stump that's still in the ground solid. That's what happened a couple years ago. Well, last fall I totaled my bean head on a stump that we didn't get totally out. You really got to make sure you have the whole stump out, because that'll cause some damage on some stuff. But the little roots that I'm leaving on the side here and stuff, they're most of them will get picked up when we back drag. See, that was the field I was talking about that it looks like they didn't form it, I guess, because it was too wet or something. I know these fields are wet. We tried to plant corn on it this year, and it was a mud hole. Absolutely hardly nothing come up, and we ended up saying the heck with it. It was awful. Our stand wasn't even a 3/4 stand. We couldn't get this piece dry enough. That tree broke off and fell on my stick there. Luckily, it did not get any hoses. I don't like them dead trees. They never know what they're going to do, how they're going to break off and whatnot. Look at that sucker. That's a big root. Let's see if I can get behind this stump. There it comes. Today because of the rain. It was raining right on a little bit ago, and I forgot my water jug and everything in the truck. I kind of need to walk back over there and grab it. Taking the last tree down here, this fence row. I think I said it earlier, but that fence row behind us there, we're still waiting to hear back from the neighbor on if they want it down. We would prefer it down. I would say the neighbor would prefer it down, but I don't know. Sometimes you don't know how people can act. I'd say tomorrow we will be taking that fence down. There's definitely some big old trees in it. Once again, I don't know if they're really worth anything. Just sitting from here, I'm not seeing a ton that's like worth huge money. I am seeing a couple pin oaks, but I'm not seeing any walnut or anything like that. I don't know. I don't know all of your huge high dollar trees. I know walnut is around here. That's worth a good little bit. I know white oak. I know that's worth a good little bit. But other than that, I don't know a ton. I don't know a ton of trees that are worth much. I know pin oak's not like a huge high dollar tree. I know it's worth a little, but hardly in this fence row to justify logging any of it. Back in here behind the barn again. The barn's pretty rough shape on this back lean-to, so I think I'm going to try to tear some of them trees down, because I don't think even if I messed up I could really hurt too much. It's kind of like a jungle in here. None of these trees are have any size to them at all, but they're so thick, they're just everywhere. I mean, if you look at this here in front of us, there's 60 trees right here in front of us, just tiny though. I'm taking them out fast. There's just, the sheer numbers of them are insane. I don't really know if I'm tearing out too much or too little here. I don't know. No one's really told me what the end result is. I know we're not wanting to take out the woods you guys seen, and the woods would be up in front of me somewhere here, but I don't think any of this is actually considered the woods. I think this is just junk that somebody kind of let grow up. I don't think we're over to the woods. Hello. There you go. How's that looking? Can you see? I hope you can. I'm not that worried about the roots in the road ditch. Obviously, I don't want to leave anything huge sticking up or like it's still embedded in the ground pretty good, but I'm not that worried about burying some stuff here because we are just going to mow this. It's not like we're going to be farming right up next to the road. There's a piece of old fence there. I wonder if they used to run cattle or something on this. A lot of this stuff is new growth, and a lot of times what you see is a cattle fence or something like that that wasn't maintained the best growing up. You see that a lot, but I haven't been seeing barbed wire or anything like that, so I don't know. I don't know the reason for all these fields being divided up here. But it is pretty typical you get a fence that wasn't super well maintained. You get trees growing up, and before you know it, it just becomes another tree line like this. That's not something totally out of the ordinary. Oh, there's a nice root going on me pretty good. Maybe I got it. I think I got it. I think that's it attached to my bucket there. Yeah. There's some good roots underground here. Several of them. Is why I gotta have them really loose. I'm trying to twist and not just push them straight back. I gotta have them pretty daggone loose to be able to twist them over like that. Is it gonna do it? I'm pulling it back towards me a little bit, which is on the dangerous side, but no, not loose enough. See if we can get that root that's back here somewhere. It might just go ahead and fall over while I'm doing this. There she goes, Tim. Just kidding, it popped back up. There we go. Timber. enough off of this root ball. Not hardly. There's a good bit still on there. Try to get the root balls pretty clean. There's only so clean you can go with them, but I know I can get this one better. This machine is a muddy mess. Some tracks need dug out. But I'm pretty happy with what I got done today. I got the tree line that goes right back here, down that way. I got that completely tore out. And I got along the road completely tore out. Didn't really get started on it until about 1 o'clock. Just by the time we got all the equipment moved over here and stuff like that. I'll walk out to the truck here and then I'll put the drone in the air. Kind of give you a reference of what all I got done today. I know it looks like a bomb went off right now, but you got to trust the process. It's going to look good. In the end, it's going to look good. I feel like at this point in time, I am able to look at this just absolute war zone back through here. And I'm able to see in my head now the finished product, and this gets me excited right here because it's gonna look really nice. Get the trees tore out on this side of the road. I'm not positive how we're gonna do it. I was looking at it and I was kind of wondering if I could dig on the back side of the trees a little bit and flop them over. If that's not gonna work, I guess we'll have to chainsaw them off and let them fall on the road and then pull them off. It is a dead-end road and nobody lives anywhere on it other than back here where we're at, so